with Nana in arguably the worst case scenario, to then switch it around and end it with Yuka in the worst case scenario with this week's episode. This series just continues to throw me for a loop, and honestly, I never see it coming. You think you know what's going to happen. Okay, Nana will win, Nana will kill her, Nana will expose. Basically, you're kind of being a little insane. You're dating a dead body, you're not letting go of the dead. It's very simple and easy to predict, manipulating an emotionally fragile girl. I can safely say that I get a decent number of comments on these reviews. It's a pretty popular review series for me, and I get a lot of theories, I get a lot of speculations. I didn't get anyone, and I didn't see this coming. The stalker angle. I mean, there was the kind of uncertainty with how she was talking about how the drinks were being spilled, but it sounded to me more like she just didn't want to realize that maybe her boyfriend was a shitty boyfriend or something like that maybe she didn't actually have this loving relationship, so that's why she's kind of clinging on to him now, making him into the ideal boyfriend. I didn't see Yuka being a stalker, stalking Shinji, and basically killing him, burning the building alive, so she could reanimate his corpse and have him all to herself. Wow, that was a turn of events, and there was quite a few moments building up to that scene, because I firmly believed what was going to happen was, up when we got to the cliff scene, she had the little artifact that was going to control Shinji, so toss me over my needles, I would drop it, and then she would jump overboard trying to catch it. I thought that's what they were building up to, and I feel like a lot of people probably were feeling the same way. So to have her just honestly just talk with her and expose the lie, saying I don't really care. And I was really curious because this was a really different persona for Nana, someone who's actually taking the time to talk and say, I'm just wanting to clarify things, but I don't actually care. So honestly, I wasn't sure what she was building up to. I was wondering if maybe she wanted her to kill herself or something, make her so guilty about her own conscience that she would do the dirty work for her. And then you end the episode with her just really explaining how she just wanted the confirmation that she didn't make a mistake. And if she did make a mistake, would she not have killed her? It's very interesting because this is the first time you can truly see Nana start to question her own beliefs of, is she doing the right thing or not? And that's very interesting to me. And I think having the corpses of so many people that were buried on this island come to haunt you, it does put into perspective, especially considering she had no knowledge of the people who came before her probably trying to kill these talented. So why was that kept from her? She probably assumed she was the first one to ever do this, but clearly not if there's all these bodies buried on this island. There's definitely a lot we don't know about the whole talented versus talentless. The logical side of most watchers are probably assuming that most likely the normal humans are just wanting to kill the talented because they fear those are more powerful than them. That's a definitely likely scenario, but at the same time, with how many times we get twisted and turned in a single episode, I don't think the overall explanation of the big reason why this is all happening is going to be all that easy to follow. There's probably going to be quite a few different curveballs that are going to throw us for a loop. But I can safely say that if all the kills we've seen Nana do thus far, I've firmly been on the sidelines, not really rooting for one side over the other, because I can't tell if Kyoya really should be the one to win or should it be Nana. We don't know which side is truly good or evil, so it's really watching the Death Note mind games take place and seeing who will win. This is the first time I've actually been satisfied with a kill in the sense that I knew she deserved to die. Not even just because, even before the stalker angle got revealed, she clearly was unhinged. She was clearly someone who was so lashed onto the dead. That was a psychopath in the making. I firmly believe she should die. But when you reveal the stalker angle, that's when I was like, this is the first kill I can safely say. It doesn't matter if Nana's been doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. This is a kill that needed to happen because this bitch was crazy. I really like what they were able to do with this two-parter, and I'm glad they gave us a two-parter because up until now, we really haven't had the need to have two-parters because most of the obstacles she was going up against were pretty simple to navigate around. But when you're having this double couple relationship here, one of which is controlling a dead body and making everyone else think that it's a dead body actually doing all this, it's very nice to have two episodes to really flesh out this pretty complex relationship and how it really was Nana's biggest hurdle to date. I thought we were going to enter this episode with Kyoya rushing in, realizing what was going on, and she'd be able to navigate that situation. But on the contrary, she used her emotional weakest points to navigate out of this. I can tell you what your boyfriend's thinking, because she's controlling a corpse. This isn't really the boyfriend. She firmly believes that Nana has the ability to read minds. This is such a great way to navigate out of a situation, not to feel like plot armor, as unfortunately there's always going to be those people who watch a show like Talentless Nana and will claim plot armor but won't give any reasons why it's plot armor. They'll just use that blanket statement to say, oh yeah, see, they never died, nothing makes sense. But everyone else watching can get up here and say, yeah, this is why it makes sense. The idea of taking an emotionally fragile girl who's clinging onto a dead body saying it's her boyfriend, and then she gives her the explanation to kill Nana. That's what the dead boyfriend probably would say if it really was a dead boyfriend. And the way she was able to really manipulate the situation, try to get information about how these corpses operate. I mean, when you get the whole zombie barrage, it was creepy, it was horrifying, and you actually felt like Nana could actually end up dead or get very, very wounded. And when she got into that shed, I knew she was going to do something, but I actually thought what the characters walked into. I thought she was going to play up as a corpse and she would stab her or something like that. But that would be too predictable. Talentless Nana is always built twisting and turning and making you say, this isn't just some cliche kill-em-all show. There is a lot of planning to this. So the idea of her actually taping the hinge to the door to lock herself in so she could push out of it and then be able to get her in daylight to reconfirm and, just make sure everything that she thought about this whole dilemma was actually true. It was great to see that this actually felt like the most complex kill yet. And you can argue, well, of course it was because it was 2 episodes and we're building up to this. But just looking at this episode in particular, the way Nana confirmed this kill, it was something that was completely different than what we've seen so far. The directing did a great job with the red and the dark and dimly lit and brightly lit scenes to really bring out the right atmosphere. The voice actors, Yuka stole the show with her deranged lunatic persona. But it was really nice to have Nana question, should she kill this person? And you got the impression that she was questioning it for a very long time. Because there was a lot of opportunities, I felt like, even before before she entered back into the dorm rooms and she chased her down and tackled her. I felt like she had opportunities to kill her, and the whole idea of her confirming oh, the necklace around her, clearly a fake. You wouldn't keep a almost broken necklace with your dead boyfriend's remains. Oh, why would it be a test sheet? Girlfriend would probably have something a lot more sentimental and things like that. So there's just all these little moments building up, and you felt like there was this doubt in Nana. And when she got the confirmation, that's when the poison needle struck through her neck. This episode did a great job at really making you question what was happening and why it was happening. And as it got built up, I can safely say that, at least for myself, this was the first kill that I didn't have any ifs, ands, or buts. She deserved to die. And it doesn't matter if Nana's doing the right thing or the wrong thing, this was a crazy bitch in the making, and who knows what she would have done down the line. I feel like she's the type of person who would have had a harem of dead boyfriends, and her stalker angle, who knows what was going to happen. I thought Nana was going to take her up on her offer to help her, because honestly, if you have a healer on your side currently, and you have someone who can control the dead, honestly, it makes sense. Control the dead and kill everyone. Do it for me and I'll let you guys live. And that's the only thing you might be able to argue. She could have manipulated the situation for her own benefit, but there was that big what if. She has a insane kill count that could happen. If you say, okay, you know what, if you kill everyone on this island for me, except for me, I'll let you live in peace. Maybe, but at the same time, would you really want to give her a second chance to, not stab you in the back? Because I feel like with how crazy she is, you wouldn't want to take the gamble. So you could argue that was that a plot issue that she didn't use her to immediately kill everyone on the island? But personally thinking about it, I would say no, just because that's an insane person and she's even more unpredictable than someone like Kyoya. You don't want to take that gamble. So honestly, this episode is perfect for me. I love the plot devices and just how it was all linking up, twisting and turning. Didn't see the stalker angle coming, and even if you did, I don't think you saw it coming to this degree. Great episode. It'll be interesting to see what Kyoya is going to think, because honestly, she talked to Kyoya and said, oh, we were having girl talk, and now she's going to be gone. He's probably going to get more suspicious, so only time will tell. Great show. Still my favorite of the season, but let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. What did you think, and where do you think it might go next week? If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, share your support, and hit that subscribe button if you happen to be new around here. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.